Hello everyone, happy Saturday to you. Time for a rare Saturday game of Strat-O-Matic baseball. Of course, this is the full 1966 season replay. We're on game 565. Still on June the 14th, it's the Astros at the Dodgers. Second game of a short two-game set. And yes, indeed, I see already being mentioned in the comments. Hello, Bob, and welcome to Frank. R.I.P. Davy Johnson. Just saw that myself. 82 years old. I tell you, feel free to tell some of your Davy Johnson stories. Hello, Ben. Ben's here in the chat today. I'm going to tell you one before we get started here. One of my favorites was when he had Orozco and McDowell in New York, and he would put one of them out in right field so he could flip back and forth versus left-handed and right-handed hitters. I thought that was just absolute genius. The pitchers need no introduction today. Larry Dierker for Houston, and of course, Hall of Famer Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers. Astros have won 2 in a row. The Dodgers have dropped 2 straight. Astros find themselves in 4th place, 7.5 games back of the Dodgers, and just 2.5 games behind the 3rd place Phillies. So Houston, if you remember, started off the year hot, went into a fairly long funk, but they've been much better of lately and have worked back over the 500 mark at 30-28. Dodgers leading the division by 3.5 over the Pirates, currently 37-20. Dierker's had a fine season. He's been the Astros' best starter. He's been their ace. 4-2, 2.86, 10 starts, 1 complete game, 69 1/3 innings. 63 hits allowed. He's walked 13, struck out 41. Koufax has basically carried the Dodgers. 12-1, 1.47, which leads the league, of course. In 14 starts, he's completed 9 of them, including 2 shutouts. 123 innings of work, only 82 hits allowed, 30 walks, and 119 strikeouts, which, of course, leads the majors. I think McDowell still leads the American League, but I'd have to check on that. So there's the starters. On the surface, looks like a pitcher's duel. Who's hot and who's not? Koufax in his last 10 games, 2 starts, 17 innings, 2-0, 2 earned runs allowed, and 16 strikeouts. I could have put Jimmy Wynn up there too, but I think it almost goes without saying anymore, doesn't it? I'll give it to you anyway, even though I didn't write it down. Wynn in his last 10, hitting .371, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. So Wynn is hot or hotter than ever. Here is the lineup for the Astros. Joe Morgan leads it off at second base. Pretty much the standard Houston lineup. Sonny Jackson at shortstop. Jimmy Wynn, of course, bats third. Dave Nicholson in right field in the cleanup spot. Chuck Harrison, the only change to the lineup. Against the left-handed Koufax, Harrison draws the start at first base. Rusty Staub is in left. Bob Aspromonte down at third. John Bateman will do the catching, with Dierker hitting ninth. So a rare Saturday game. One of the reasons, of course, is I was planning to leave for vacation tomorrow, which I may or may not still do. Air quality, which was supposed to get better today, got much worse. It's terrible here right now. I had to go to the cleaners and drop by the store. I wore my N95 mask when I went out today. Inside, though, with the air purifier running full bore, it's pretty good in here. Now they're saying it's supposed to clear up tomorrow, so never believe forecasters. Part of me thinks I should have left yesterday when it was first starting to get bad. But this forecast said, oh yeah, it'll be much better on Saturday. Well, it's much worse. So we'll see about tomorrow. It is supposed to clear with the southern winds coming in. So if by some reason I can't leave tomorrow, I'll leave on Monday. But I'd rather leave tomorrow. Why? Well, it doesn't matter that much, I guess. If I'm going on a road trip, I like leaving on Sunday because that's usually the best traffic day to get out of town. That's about it. Let's give you the umpires for today's game. We're already running a few minutes behind. Shag Crawford will call the balls and strikes. Ed Vargo at first. At second base, none. And Doug Harvey down at third. So somebody called in sick. Or they just didn't have an umpire at second base. So they only had 3 umpires for this game. Franklin made it. Frank, I'm guessing about 10 to 12 days. But I can't honestly tell you for certain. It's not like I have to come back and go to work or anything. So, you know, whatever happens, happens. And of course, when I retired, I told myself I wouldn't go on any trips that had to be booked or had a finite ending. But I've already done that 2 or 3 times. So I'm a little mad at myself. So I'm trying to keep that one open, or this one a little more open. Anyway, Oregon coast. Definitely going to stay in Yachats for a while, but I'd like to explore a little bit more of the Oregon coast, which I'm not nearly as familiar with as the California or Washington coastlines. Alrighty, here we go. Saturday baseball. Crawford says play ball. Durker's ready to work. Leading things off for the Dodgers, of course, is Maury Wills. What am I saying? Okay, sorry guys, I've got it backwards. Koufax is ready to work. Leading off for the Astros is Joe Morgan. It'd help to know who the home team is, wouldn't it? Frank's already 20 games ahead, and his game was a tight one, 2-1, Dodgers winning. There's the real life score. And here's Joe Morgan to start off the ball game. Morgan hitting .279, 3 homers, 28 RBIs. Koufax into the windup. On a 1-8 right-handed, Morgan lifts a high fly ball to right. Homer on a 1 only. Lou Johnson drifting back and makes the catch on the track. Allowed out there from little Joe Morgan. Morgan, another one of my all-time favorites. Koufax obviously is. Here's the shortstop, Sonny Jackson. Jackson hitting .312 on the year, 3 homers, 29 RBIs. Koufax into the windup. That's a 6-4 left-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down goes Jackson. Swings at a curveball. And that's the first strikeout for Sandy. Jimmy Wynn will be the hitter. On the season, a .330 average leads the team. His 17 home runs leads the team and is among the league leaders. And his 65 RBIs leads all of baseball at this juncture. Koufax gets the sign, the pitch to the toy cannon on a 3-9. He struck him out. Wynn took a fastball for strike 3 called. Koufax announcing his presence with authority, striking out 2 in the first. 1-2-3 go the Astros, and after half an inning, it's Houston 0, Los Angeles coming to bat against Larry Durker. Durker, a fine pitcher in his own right. Here's the Dodger lineup that'll be facing him. Ben, you had to turn the heater on? Holy cow. Is that normal for this time of year in Wisconsin? Says here 87 with Hayes, and Hayes would certainly be an understatement. Maury Wills leads off at shortstop. Wes Parker's at first base. Willie Davis in center field. Tommy Davis is in left. Lou Johnson will play right field and hit 5th. Jim Lefevre at second base. John Kennedy at third base. Jeff Torborg will do the catching. And Koufax, the pitcher, hits ninth. Now Durker about ready to go to work here. Will steps in, switch hitter batting lefty. 272 on the season. No home runs, 13 RBIs. Durker into the windup. That's a 5-6 left-handed. He pops him up on the right side. Morgan will take it, and there's one down. 11 Ks also for Frank's game. You're way ahead of me, Frank. Here's Parker, 287 on the year, 8 home runs, 29 RBIs. Switch hitter batting lefty. Durker into the windup. 211 right-handed, grounder to second base. Morgan to his left, scoops it up, flips it to Harrison, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Willie Davis. Davis batting 276 on the season, 3 homers, 33 RBIs. The 33 RBIs, a 3-way tie for the team lead with Lefevre and Lou Johnson. Durker into the windup. That's a 2-3 right-handed, grounder to second base. It's all Morgan in the first as he throws him out. A 1-2-3 inning for Larry Durker, and we are scoreless after an inning. Absolutely no surprise to me. Koufax takes the mound. Dave Nicholson will start off the second. Let me refresh this. I seem to be lagging again. Oh yeah, I missed all kinds of stuff. Hello, John. Welcome in. I would have thought a bit early, Ben. So yeah, already getting cool on the east side. All the more reason to make try to get that last little bit of summer by heading over to the beach, to the coast. My favorite. Dave Nicholson will start off the second. Nicholson at 225, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. Koufax gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 1-4 left-handed. He lifts it the other way to right field. It's going to drop in front of Johnson for a base hit. Leadoff single for Nicholson. Nicholson not a threat to run. 0 battery for the Dodgers. Koufax a +1 hold. Torborg a -1 arm. And the batter will be Chuck Harrison. Harrison at 277 in just 47 at-bats. 1 homer, 6 RBIs. Koufax working from the stretch. Comes in with a 5-7 righty. Gets a high fly ball to center. Double to 6. Going back is Davis. He's got it. Davis showing some nice range there to go back and grab that one for the first out of the inning. Yeah, that's for sure. That's actually true here too, although we don't often get snow for Halloween, but it has happened. My first year here it happened. And I was delivering pizzas for Domino's, had never driven in the snow in my life. And actually I did quite well. I was quite pleased with myself. I had a little Honda CRX. That thing was amazing in the snow. One away, here's Rusty Staub. Staub at 296, 7 home runs, and his 40 RBI is second only to win on the ball club. Lefty-lefty matchup. Koufax from the stretch on a 110. It's a grounder to short. Wills shovels it to Lefevre for 1. On to first, not in time. That'll be a 6-4 force. Nicholson's erased. Staub to first, and with 2 down, Bob Aspromonte will step to the plate. Aspromonte at 249. 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. Koufax gets the sign. Here's the pitch. It's a 410 righty, grounder to short X. Wills again, 327 into the hole. On a 13, he's got it, throws him out, and that'll do it. Two assists from Wills for the Astros. No runs, a hit, one man left. I tell you, the first lesson obviously was leave distance between you and whoever's in front of you. Don't expect to stop quickly. If you keep that in mind, you're probably going to be more or less okay. I did that on the side roads, Franklin. I had to, yeah. Especially with a little tiny car like that, it's fun. A little two-seater, the CRX. Tommy Davis will lead off the second. You're not kidding, Ben, and that's why I try not to drive anymore in the winter. Now that I'm older, I don't have the reactions I used to. It's hard to watch out for everybody out there, especially the first snow of the year. That's when all the crazies cut loose. Here's Tommy Davis. Davis leading the club in batting, although not enough at bats to qualify. A 314 average, 2 homers, 18 RBIs. All this talk of donuts is making me hungry. 5-7 righty is a grounder to second X. That's going to be a tough chance for Morgan. 3E30. Morgan to his left. Here's the play on a 15. He's there. Flips it over to Harrison. One down. Nice play, Joe Morgan. In fact, every defensive play so far for Houston has been made by Joe Morgan. How about that? Here's Lou Johnson now. Johnson, 282, 6 home runs, 33 RBIs. Durker with the windup and the pitch on a 6-3 right-handed grounder to the pitcher X. Durker a 415. Here's the play. On a 17 E-range. So an 8 on a 15, he should make that, and he does. 2 down. Nice play by Durker. Houston flashing the leather here in the second, and with 2 out, the batter is Jim Lefevre. Lefevre at 295, leads the club in home runs with 10, 33 RBIs, switch hitter batting lefty. And here's the pitch on a 1-7 righty. He loses in ball 4. A 2-out walk to Lefevre, first base runner for the Dodgers. And here's the third baseman, John Kennedy. Kennedy in there for his glove, hitting just 229, no home runs. Durker out of the stretch. 3-8 right-handed. He struck him out. No runs, no hits, 1 left for the Dodgers, and we're scoreless after 2. So this game in the early going, at least, living up to its advanced billing. That's what I'm hearing from my cousin, Frank, who lives in Sarasota. They'd like to get out of there, but now their plan is just to stay put for the time being and see what happens. Of course, he's only 42, so he has time. John Bateman will lead off the third. Bateman, the right-handed hitting catcher, comes in at 286, 5 homers, 25 RBIs. Koufax into the windup now. Pitches a 5-4 righty. That's catcher's card. That'll be Torborg. 3E7. Here's the play. On a 1, it's going to be a foul out to the catcher. So foul out, catcher X, 1 down, and Koufax will be the hitter. Hang on, what the hell's going on? Hang on, I gotta go back. I'm sorry, fellas. I got caught up in the chat and I've got the wrong teams up there. I beg your pardon. Well, Bateman is up. Hang on a second. Forgive my confusion. I'm going to blame it on the air quality. I have to admit, it's really stressing me out. Okay, it was a 5-4, catcher's X. Oh, I see what I did. That's easy enough to correct. I don't suppose you could rent it out, Frank. Durker, a 6 with end power, right-handed hitter. The pitch is a 4-6 righty, grounder down to third. Kennedy will take it, throws to Parker, 2 down. Give Durker credit for getting the bat on the ball against Koufax, and with 2 down, here's Joe Morgan. Koufax's pitch on a 6-2 lefty is a fly to left field X. This is going to be a tough one for Tommy Davis, a 4-E8. Here's the play. On E5, he's not going to get that. That's down for a base hit. 2 out, single for Morgan. Let's check the battery again. 0 battery. Morgan not held at 15. He'll be held at 13. And Sonny Jackson will come to the bat. He struck out in the first. Ah, yes, the great Ray Davies. He had a bunch of lines that I quote. They all escape me at the moment. I used to like, I'm a 20th century man, but I don't want to be here. Of course, now we're in the 21st century. Jackson's pitched to Jackson. Koufax pitched to Jackson. What is wrong with me today? 1-9. He struck him out for the second time. That'll wrap up the top of the third for the Astros. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And we remain scoreless. Yeah, I'll tell you, with a COPD, when the air gets like this, it just kind of wigs me out a little bit. More than it should. It's fine inside with the air purifier. Leading off the bottom of the third is Jeff Torborg, the right-handed hitting catcher. On the season, just hitting .215, 2 homers, 6... No, wait. Sorry, I'm looking at Roseboro. Torborg at 173, no home runs. The pitch from Durker. 5'8" right-handed. He pops him up, left side. Jackson will take it, and there's 1 away. Try to slide into the groove here. Here's Koufax, a right-handed hitter. The pitch is a 2-5, struck him out, not surprisingly. Second strikeout for Durker. And the batter will be Maury Wills. Durker into the windup. 5-5 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Dirker closes the inning with 2 Ks. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers, and we're scoreless after 3. Yeah. Boy, that's a tough one, Frank. I'm not the person to advise you, definitely. I owned a home once and I'll never do it again. I absolutely hated it. Part of the order for Houston as we move along to the 4th inning. Jimmy Wynn struck out his first time. Koufax into the windup. It's a 2-10 left-handed grounder down to third. Kennedy gloves it, throws across, 1 down. That'll bring up Dave Nicholson. Nicholson singled in the second. Koufax gets the sign from Torbor. The pitch, a 2-6 lefty. He struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Koufax. 2 down, here's Chuck Harrison. And here's the pitch from Sandy. 4-11 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. 2 more strikeouts for Koufax, and we are still scoreless. This one going exactly as advertised. The Astros, keep in mind, are the top scoring team, the top offensive team in the National League. They come in with a 276 average, 310 runs scored, 58 home runs. The Dodgers hitting just 254, only 42 home runs. 263 runs. So 47 fewer runs than Houston. Astros playing their 59th game. Dodgers playing their 58th. Wes Parker will lead it off in the bottom of the 4th. Parker 0 for 1. Dirker gets the sign from Bateman. Here's the pitch. It's a 4-4 left-handed fly ball to center field X. That's going to be a tough play for Wynn. A 3-E-10 ranging to his right. Here's the play on an 18. He makes a nice running catch, and Parker is retired. Nice play by Jimmy Wynn in center. Here's Willie Davis now. Dirker staring in. The pitch on a 5-10 left-handed grounder shortstop X. That's going to be Jackson. A 3-E-40 into the hole he goes. On a 3, he can't get it. That's into left field for a base hit. That's the first Dodger hit of the ball game. Let's check the Houston battery now with the Speedy Davis at first. Dirker with a +1 hold. Bateman a 0. So 18 held on at 16. Tommy Davis at the plate, and Willie's going to roll for the lead. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. 8, he does not get the lead. And here's the next pitch to Tommy Davis. From the stretch, it's a 5-8, pops him up left side. Jackson waving his arms. He's got it. 2 down, it'll be up to Lou Johnson. Dirker checks the runner. Now comes to the plate, 2-8 right-handed grounder to short, but Davis was held. It's a A++. Base hit into right, Davis to third. So Lou Johnson shoots one through the hole vacated by holding Willie Davis to first. Runners at the corners, 2 down. It's up to Jim Lefevre, who walked in the second. Dirker checks the runner. The pitch is a 5-8 left-handed liner right into the glove of Jackson at short, and that'll do it. Oh my, that saved a run. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on, and we are scoreless through 4. Yeah, that inheritance tax that's a crime. I did not have that issue here in Washington State. Fifth inning pitcher's duel. Rusty Staub will start it off. Staub grounded to short his first time up. Koufax staring in to get the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch on a 2-7 lefty. Grounder to second base, fielded there by Lefevre. Tosses it over to Parker. Right in the heart of Staub's good column. That'll bring up Strat-O-Matic. Koufax gets the sign, the windup, the pitch, 5-10 righty, grounder third base X. That's Kennedy, a 117. To his left, on a 15, he's got it, makes it look easy and throws him out. Nice play by Kennedy at third. Dodgers now flashing some leather in the fifth, and with 2 down, here's Bateman. The windup and the pitch is a 4-10 right-handed grounder to short X. Wills will be tested again. 327, ranging behind the bag. On an 11, that's the E-range. A 7 on a 27. This could be trouble, and it is. That's going to be off of Will's glove for an error. Bateman reaches on the E6, first error of the game. And the batter will be Durker. Durker's got some pop. Koufax from the stretch. 1-6. Grounder to second base. Lefevre over to Parker. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a man left. There was an error. We're halfway home in a scoreless duel. Bottom third of the order for Los Angeles. John Kennedy struck out his first time. Durker gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 1-7 fly ball to straightaway center. Wynn camped out right there and puts it away. That'll bring up the catcher Torborg. Popped to short his first time up. Durker with the windup. 4-7 righty, routine grounder to short. Jackson scoops it up, fires to Harrison, 2 down. And that'll bring up Koufax. Durker's pitch on a 3-9, grounder down to third. Strat-O-Matic charging the roller, picks it up, throws on the run in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Larry Durker. Holy wow, look at that. Billed as a pitching duel. He couldn't be any more of one. Just 2 singles per side. No runs through 5. Top of the order for Houston in the 6th inning. I don't see Mookie, by the way. He's not in his usual. He was tearing the place apart earlier. Oh my God, I had to get him off the game table here. I was trying to unpack a new camera holder, and he had to play with all the cardboard and he got a hold of one of the twist ties that they pack shit with. I had to get that away from him because I was afraid he might swallow it, and now he's quiet as a mouse. Joe Morgan. One for 2. Koufax into the windup. That's going to be a 5-3 lefty. A grounder to the pitcher X. Koufax a good fielder. 2-E4. Here's the result of that play. It's the E range, an 11 on a 4. He makes a nice play and throws him out. 1-3-X, one away. And here's Sonny Jackson. Jackson struck out both times today so far. You're absolutely correct, Ben. They would. I was going to say that, but I thought I shouldn't. I was going to say, I don't think he wants it. Koufax into the windup. It's a 2-3 left-handed ground ball to second. Routine play for Lefevre, and there's 2 away. And the ever-dangerous Jimmy Wynn steps into the box. Koufax gets his sign. The windup, the pitch. 5-6 righty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Let's count him up now. That's 3, 5, 6 strikeouts for Sandy. He's done a good job of keeping the torrid Wynn in check, at least so far. And another goose egg here in the top of the 6th. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water. In fact, damn, I'm going to get some more coffee too while I'm at it. Anyway, I've got a pack today to be ready for anything. And, you know, when I was younger, I really enjoyed packing. Now I kind of dread it. Top of the order for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Wills 0 for 2. Durker, his first endurance inning as he comes set and delivers the pitch to Wills, 3-9, and Wills ground ball up the middle and through into center field for a leadoff single. Leadoff man aboard for the Dodgers. 15 plus 1 is 16, held at 14. And with Parker at the plate, Wills is going to try for the lead. He's automatically out on an 11. 6, he's got it. 1-15. 1-14 rather. There he goes. Bateman's throw down, and he's out by a mile. Wills got a late jump. Bateman with an impressive throw, and Wills is cut down. Here's the next pitch to Parker. 1-6 righty. Liner to first. Single to 16, and that's through into right field for a single. And now one more hitter walk will fatigue Durker, so they better get busy in the Houston pen. Left, right, switch right. Who should it be? Jim Owens begins to throw. Right-handed pitcher. Parker of 15, not a star stealer, but knowing the Dodgers' running proclivity, Astros are going to hold him on at 13. And here's Willie Davis. Durker from the stretch. 6'10", left-handed, high, shallow ball to right field. Nicholson coming in, waiting on it, and puts it away for out number 2. Back to the bag is Parker, and it's up to Tommy Davis. Parker still held with 2 down. 1-3 righty, grounder down to first. Harrison has it, takes it to the bag himself, and that'll do it in the 6th. No runs, 2 hits, a man left. Through 6, still scoreless. Oh, definitely, Frank. I definitely plan to bust out some travel videos. I'm not as good at that because I don't know how to edit, but I'll get some. I think I can at least do better than I did at Morro Bay, I'll say that much. Koufax takes the mound for the 7th. Nicholson, Harrison, and Staub do in a scoreless duel. The windup on the pitch is a 6-6 right-handed. That's a base hit to 15, liner towards third. And it's into left field for a leadoff single. Just the 3rd Houston hit of the afternoon, and the leadoff man is aboard to start the 7th. Nicholson, no threat to run. Chuck Harrison steps into the box. Harrison 0 for 2. Koufax working from the stretch now on a 6-4 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. It's strikeout number 7. The K cards are coming out. 1 down, here's Staub. Staub 0 for 2. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch is a 4-10 left-handed, a grounder to short X. That could be 2. Will's tested again, a 327. Here's the play on a 17. He's got it. He goes to Lefevre for 1 to first. Not in time. Staub able to beat it out. Nicholson is erased. Rusty Staub at first with 2 down, and Bob Aspromani will be the hitter. Caught stealing was huge for LA, for sure. But you could see why they'd try to make something happen there, the way Durker's pitching. Koufax, a glance at the runner. Comes to the plate, 4-6 righty. Grounder down to third. Kennedy charging it, gloves it. On the run, he's out. No runs, a hit, a man left. As we go to the Mookie stretch, it's a scoreless duel. When's the last time we had this? Or have we ever had this? I'm thinking now. Let's see if we can find the Mookster. I don't think he's even in the living room, which means he's probably in the bedroom window. It'll be fun to get out on the road again, though, with my rocking road cat. Hopefully he'll enjoy it as much as he did the last time. Let's see if he's down by the slider. Nope. Oh, there he is. He's crashed out on the bed. Hey, Mookie. Did you calm down? Mookie the cat. You ready to go to the beach? World's largest litter box? He says, you go. I'd rather just stay here and sleep. He is long. He was even long as a kitten. When I first showed a picture of him to my sister, when I first got him at 8 weeks old, she replies, I thought you were getting a kitten. Well, he is a kitten. He's only 8 weeks old. Well, he looks really long. Long John Silver should be your nickname. Hey, that's mentioned in a Toll song, isn't it? That was Up to Me, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Up to Me. Mother Goose. It's Mother Goose, isn't it? God, I can't believe I have to think about that one. It's the old saying, Frank. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. Back to this one. Scoreless duel through 6.5. Lou Johnson will start it off. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Durker, in his second endurance inning, goes into the windup. Pitches a 5-12 right-handed. Grounder to first base X. Harrison, a good first baseman. 2E13. To his right on a 5. He's got it. Flips to Durker covering, 1 down. Nice play, Harrison. Hello, Larry Waters. Yes, indeed. R.I.P. Davy Johnson. 1 down. Lefevre steps to the plate. Left-handed hitter 0 for 1 with a walk. Durker into the windup. That's a 3-6 righty. Liner to second. Single to 9. And that's a base hit for Lefevre. And again, 1 more hitter walk will fatigue Larry Durker. John Kennedy due up. Kennedy 0 for 2. Struck out in the second, flew to center in the 5th. Durker working from the stretch. It's a 5-10 right-handed grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Jackson, a 3E40. Here's the play on a 12. It's the error rate. It's a 4 on a 40. And his throw to first pulls Harrison off the bag. That's going to be an error on Sonny Jackson, and that's a big error at this stage of the game. And that puts Lefevre in scoring position with 1 out for Jeff Torborg. The error, of course, does not count against Durker's fatigue. 1 away, Torborg standing in. Pop to short, bounce to short. Durker into the windup. 3-10 right-handed. Grounder back to Durker. He turns and fires to Morgan for 1. On to Harrelson. 1-6-3 double play. And Durker helps himself get out of the jam. No runs a hit, 1 left on. There was an error. And we are scoreless through 7. Tension really mounting now. Any mistake could be the ball game. Dodgers thought they had their opening there on the error by Sonny Jackson, but Durker able to start a nifty 1-6-3 double play. Actually, I called it a 1-4-3, didn't I? Doesn't really matter, does it? But since I announced it that way, that's what we're going to put. Bateman, the pitcher's spot. Okay, what do you do here now? I'm interested to hear your guys' opinion. The book, of course, would say to pinch hit for Durker. The problem with that, of course, twofold. 1, I hate to take out a pitcher working a shutout. And 2, the Astros bullpen, suspect at best. So go ahead and put it in the comments there. Would you hit for Durker or not? Bateman stands in. Koufax into the windup. The pitch is a 6-7 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's number 8 for Sandy. Durker is a 6 with end power. Frank believes he's earned another at bat. Anybody else? You have a moment. I want to have a sip of coffee. This game moving quite quickly anyway, thanks to the fact that nobody's hitting. Looks like everybody wants to keep him in. I'm in total agreement with that. The pitch from Sandy is a 4-11 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3, not surprisingly. That's number 9 for Koufax, and with 2 out, Joe Morgan will be the hitter. Morgan 1 for 3. Sandy into the windup. 6-8 left-handed, struck him out, and Koufax strikes out the side in the 8th. Probably another good reason for leaving Durker in. He's reset his fatigue, only allowing 1 single in the 7th. So it will take 3 hits and/or walks instead of the 2 it would have taken in the 7th to fatigue him. What's good for the Goose is good for Koufax. He will bat. And the pitch is a 6-4 righty, grounder to third base X. Tough chance for Aspromani, a good third baseman, 218. Towards the line on a 2. He knocks it down but has no play. That's an infield single for Koufax. Holy crap. Can you believe it, on a 2? That's going to bring up Wills, and this is, I got to think about this for a minute. Koufax, a slow runner, but Wills an A bunter. That has no effect in advanced version, Frank. Houston's going to pull it in. They're thinking Wills might bunt. He's a B. And he squares to bunt as a B. 9B, that's going to be good enough to advance the runner. Third baseman makes the play. And Koufax standing at second with 1 away. Here's Parker, 1 for 3. Jim Owens being joined by righty Chris Zachary in the Houston pen. Durker into the windup. 6-6 left-handed. It's a grounder to first base. Harrison has it. His play is to Durker, and on the play, Koufax moves to third. So runner 90 feet away, 2 down, and Willie Davis steps to the plate. Davis 1 for 3 in this one. Durker checks the runner and now comes to the plate, 1-8 right-handed, a grounder to first base. It's a race to the bag. Harrison gets there first, and the side is retired. And we remain scoreless through 8 full innings of play. Both starting pitchers still out there. Wow, what if we went to extra 0-0? I know that's never happened for me. It'll be Jackson, Wynn, and Nicholson here in the 9th. I want to thank everybody for watching today. What a game. Jackson 0 for 3, struck out twice. Koufax gets the sign. It's a 2-6 lefty, and a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a leadoff single, and the speedy Sonny Jackson is aboard. 19 held on at 17. Jimmy Wynn at the plate. Jackson rolling for the lead. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. 7, he does not get it. Whoa! And here's Wynn. Wynn, the dangerous Wynn, 0 for 3 today. Koufax from the stretch. 4-7 right-handed. It's a fly ball the opposite way into right field. That play is made by Lou Johnson, 1 down. Dave Nicholson will be the hitter. He's the only player in this game with 2 hits, 2 for 3. Koufax with the pitch. 2-10 left-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Davis at the track, at the wall, leaps up and makes the catch at the wall. Oh my God, can you believe it? This deserves a second look. 2-10 lefty, home run to 16. He rolled the 17, and Davis leaped up and made the catch. And a sigh of relief from the home crowd. Koufax, a tip of the cap to Tommy Davis. Here's Chuck Harrison now. The pitch to Harrison on a 4-6, grounder down to third base. Kennedy over to Parker, and we are still scoreless, barely. What looked like a certain 2-run homer ends up in the glove of Tommy Davis. Hello, Colin. So the baseball gods must want a scoreless 9 on both sides. That was Koufax's first endurance inning, by the way. He's a 9. Davis, Johnson, and Lefevre for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 9th. Tommy Davis 0 for 3. Durker gets the sign from Bateman. It's a 2-10 right-handed grounder to second base. Routine for Joe Morgan. Flips it to Harrison, 1 down. The batter will be Lou Johnson. Lou 1 for 3 on the day. Durker with the pitch. 1-5 right-handed. Base hit into left field. Solid line drive, single to left. Lou Johnson has his second hit of the ball game. +1. Bateman is 0, 16. They'll hold Johnson at 14. The 7 and 10 automatic caught will deter him from trying for the lead, and the batter will be Lefevre with 1 away. I'm not sure if it hasn't changed over the years, Franklin. That's my problem. It's certainly one you can get the glove over. But it was a lot harder to hit it out of there in '66 than it is today. Lefevre 1 for 2 with a walk. Batting left-handed. Durker out of the stretch. It's a 3-6 right-handed. It's a liner to second. Single to 9. That is caught by a leaping Joe Morgan. So Morgan saves a potential base hit right there. 2 away, and it's John Kennedy. Durker's pitch to Kennedy on a 6-5 righty. Flies it to left field. Can of corn for Staub. And how about that? We are scoreless through 9 innings of play here at Dodger Stadium. And Bob Cole with the answer. Thank you, Bob. So, Ben, let me ask you this. Is there anything preventing Durker from keeping on going as long as he doesn't fatigue? Sandy Koufax coming out for the 10th. His second inning of potential fatigue. And I think I'm going to have to adjust the camera a little bit. Maybe, uh-oh. There we go. I can see all the card. Okay, what about advanced, though? Okay, yeah, there's nothing but fatiguing can stop him from pitching. If he fatigues, of course, he'll most likely come out. 10th inning, here we go. I may need some more coffee. Oh, Frank has a trivia. What 66 team that had an all over 300 outfield? Wow, you think I would know that one? But I don't. Yeah, the Pirates. Of course, not with Stargell in left, right? But with Moda, Alou, and Clemente, it would be. Staub 0 for 3, Koufax into the windup. The pitch to Staub is a 1-11 lefty, a grounder down to first base, a race to the bag. Parker beats him to it. Bob Aspromane, grounder to short, grounder to third twice. Koufax with the 3-7 left-handed. That's going to be a base hit into left center, double to 4. And that's going to be a double for Aspromane on the 1. The go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 away on a 1-out double by Bob Aspromane. John Bateman will be the hitter. Astros probably are going to have to think about hitting for Durker here. Koufax with the windup. 1-11 lefty, grounder to first base. Parker's only play is to shovel it to Koufax, and on the play, Aspromane takes third. Oh, I was thinking it would be with Moda. Yeah, it would only be with Moda. Stargell batted... No, Stargell batted 315. Okay, so with either of them, it counts. Well, you had 4 300 hitters. And now the Astros have to pinch hit. They've got the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Let's see who they're going to bring in. You've got right, switch. They're going to go with Chris Zachary. Durker, a magnificent scoreless 9. 7 hits, no runs. He walked just 1 and struck out 3. Just 3. Let's see what they've got. I think it's likely going to be Mantilla, and it is. Felix Mantilla comes off the bench. Good pop against left-handers. On the season, hitting .292 in 65 at-bats with 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. On deck, Joe Morgan. Thinking about this one now. And they're going to put Mantilla on and pitch to Morgan. 4 wide ones to Mantilla. The Dodgers will take the lefty-lefty matchup. Koufax versus Joe Morgan. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Biggest moment in the game so far. Well, if you don't count the that. Koufax into the windup. 1-5 lefty. He loses in ball 4, and Morgan does what he does best. He draws a walk to load the bases. Now one more hitter walk will fatigue Koufax. And Bob Miller throwing with enthusiasm in the Dodger bullpen. Sonny Jackson comes to bat, nowhere to put him. Jackson 1 for 4 in this one. One more hitter walk will fatigue Koufax. I just saw Dan's comment, and welcome in, Dan. But you came in style with that one. Oh my God, that's freaking funny. Holy cow. Aspromani at third. Mantilla at second. Morgan at first. The windup and the pitch. 5-9 left-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Wouldn't you know it? Strikeout number 11 for Koufax, and the Astros leave the bases loaded. No runs, a hit, 3 left on. Boy, you get the feeling that that was their shot. In comes Chris Zachary. Zachary 2-2 with a save, 3.86. Been one of the effective pitchers out of the Houston pen. Actually, their most effective has been Ron Taylor, but Taylor and Latman, both very hard righties, and with all these left-handed switch hitters in the Dodger lineup, really can't afford that. Tempted to hit for Torborg. And they're going to. With Zachary announced, John Roseborough will come on and pinch hit for Torborg. He'll take over at catcher. (1E4) with a -3. Roseborough on the year, a .215 average, 2 homers, 16 RBIs. Zachary gets the sign from Bateman. The pitch to Roseborough is a 2-4 grounder to shortstop. Jackson charging it, gloves it on the run, throws him out. I can't take Koufax out. 4-6 righty, and Zachary walks Koufax. Unbelievable. Koufax 1 for 3 with a walk. Not known for his bat. Definitely not. 1 out. Here's Maury Wills. Astros could really use Cuellar here, but he's in the rotation now. Wills from the left side. Zachary out of the stretch. That's going to be a 6-12 lefty. Grounder to the pitcher X. Oh my God. Zachary a 551. Hold your breath on this one. This is bad. 14, a 7 on a 51. You guessed it. That's an error on Zachary. Crucial error on Chris Zachary. Second Houston error of the game. And now with Parker at the plate, Houston will have to pull the infield in. And against the left-handed switch-hitting Parker, Hatton's going to make a move. He wants Jim Owens. Ron Taylor throwing in the Houston pen now, the right-hander. Owens kind of a backwards righty. So Zachary, his own error. First and second, nobody out. Infield will be in for Parker. He's an A bunter. You know they're looking bunt. And Parker lays it down. 7B, that'll get it done. The winning run 90 feet away. Oh, you can't? To defend against the bunt, Bob, right? Yeah, you can. It'll be up to Willie Davis. Owens set now. Here's the pitch to Willie. It's a 110 righty. He pops him up. Morgan will take it. And we're going to the 11th. Right, yeah, that would be the way to do it. Most of the time in that situation, I'd play the corners in. Also, my bad for losing track of how many outs there were. To answer John's question, yes. For some reason, I thought there was nobody out. And we go to the 11th in a scoreless duel. But hey, it's fun. I've never had anything like this. Part of the lineup for Houston. Jimmy Wynn 0 for 4 on the day. Koufax into the windup. 6-11 righty. He grounds it to short. Wills has it. Throws him out. 1 down. Dave Nicholson will be the hitter. 2 for 4 on the day. Koufax gets the sign from Roseboro. Pitch on a 5-8 righty. Grounder second base X. Tough chance for Lefevre. 3-17. Here's the play on an 18. He's there. Throws to Parker. 2 down. Nice play, Lefevre. A lot of good defense in this game, too, to get it this far scoreless. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Chuck Harrison. Harrison 0 for 4, struck out twice. Koufax into the windup now. 110 lefty. He lifts it the other way to right. Backing up a bit is Lou Johnson, and he gloves it for the third out. Astros are going to stick with Owens. Owens 2-3 with a save and a 2.14 ERA. Believe it or not, Owens has the lowest ERA on the Houston staff. So I thought about going to Taylor for Davis and Johnson, but we're going to stick with Owens. Another good one from down. Tommy Davis leads off the bottom of the 11th. Tommy 0 for 4 today. Owens into the windup. 5-7. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's Johnson now. 2 for 4. The pitch from Owens is a 2-11 righty. Ground ball to White, a second. Morgan there to plug up the hole. Flips to Harrison, 2 away. 2 down, it'll be up to Lefevre. Leads the team in homers with 10. Owens into the windup. 2-4 right-handed, fly to left field, playable. Staub is there, and we're going to the 12th scoreless. Time to split these boxes up. This will most likely be the last inning for Sandy Koufax. He's due to bat third in the bottom of the inning. And I'm not going to push him past 12. You could, but 9 plus 3, I mean, we're not playing that way, but that seems like about the most you would do. Staub 0 for 4. Doing what about the 5th or 6th? Oh, yeah. Well, we can... I've had to do it before. Staub 0 for 4. Koufax into the windup. It's a 5-4 left-handed. That's catcher's card. That is now Roseboro, a 1E4. Here's the play on a 1. He makes the catch in foul territory, 1 down. Aspromani will be the batter. He's 1 for 4. Koufax into the windup. 4-10 right-handed. Grounder, shortstop X. Tough chance for Wills. 327. Here's the play on a 4. He can't get it. That's going to be a base hit. 1 out single for Aspromani. And that's going to bring up the catcher Bateman. Ron Brand in the on-deck circle. Koufax from the stretch. The pitch to Bateman's a 6-6 righty. Liner to third, single to 15, and that is caught by a leaping Kennedy. Holy smokes. And the Astros will send up a batter for Owens. Owens went 1 2/3. Retired all 5 he faced, struck out 1. And Ron Brand will hit for the pitcher. Brand has not played much. He's just 3 for 12. All 3 hits for extra bases, interestingly enough. 2 doubles and a triple. Koufax from the stretch. Pitch to Brand on a 4-6. Grounder down to third. That's Kennedy. Throws him out, and we are still scoreless, headed to the bottom of the 12th. Let's see who's going to pitch for Houston now. We've got right, left, and a pinch hitter. God, do we dare bring in Raymond? They got to go to Taylor. Ron Taylor coming in. And of course, the deeper we get into this Astro pen, the more dangerous it gets for Houston. Kennedy, Roseboro, and a pinch hitter due in the bottom of the 12th. Kennedy will hit. Taylor with the pitch on a 5-5 righty. Pops him up left side. Jackson will take it. 1 away. Here's Roseboro 0 for 1. Taylor gets the sign. On a 3-8 right-handed. Struck him out. And we will have a hitter for Koufax. The Vulture tuning up in the pen. They really need an all or nothing shot here. The batter will be Ron Fairley. Two down, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Fairley. 4-10 left-handed, high fly ball to shallow right. Nicholson drifting in. He's under it now, and that's it. We go to the 13th inning in a scoreless game. The Vulture trying to vulch one here. Koufax, an impressive display today, but he'll have nothing to do with it. 6 hits, no runs across 12 innings of work. He walked a pair and struck out 11. Now we have to make some adjustments up here. Holy cow, what a game. Ben answered John's question. Top of the order for Houston. Morgan 1 for 4 with a walk on the day. Regan ready to go to work. Here's the pitch on a 6-10 left-handed grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Wills again, 327. Wills has been busy. It's the error range. It's the dreaded 5 on the 27. Wills throw pulls Parker off the bag, and that'll be an error on Maury Wills. Second error for the Dodgers. The battery now a -4, so Morgan does not need to be held. He's in 11. Infield will be in for Jackson. And this is a tough one, a bunting situation. Okay, thinking for Houston here, I've got to assume if Jackson bunts into second, the Dodgers will walk Wynn to set up the double play. They cannot have that, so Jackson's going to swing away. Regan from the stretch. 6-6 lefty. Instead, they get the double play. Second base, Lefevre to Wills to Parker. 4-6-3, and Wynn will come up with 2 down and the base is empty. The always dangerous Wynn has done nothing today. He's 0 for 5. Regan with the pitch. That's a 6-4 right-handed fly to center field X. That's a tough chance for Willie Davis, a 2E12. Davis on his horse on the 1. He can't get to it. That's going to roll to the wall for extra bases, and Wynn chugs in with a 2-out double. Dave Nicholson due up. It's going to be Nicholson. Regan into the windup. That's a 2-5 right-handed, and that is ripped into the right center gap. Triple to 13. Here's the play. It's a triple for Dave Nicholson. Scoring is Wynn, and somebody finally scores. RBI triple for Dave Nicholson. The Astros lead it 1-0. Well, thank you, Dan. John, I do use super advanced base stealing. That's the only thing. And super advanced ground ball result chart. 2 down, runner at third. Here's Harrison. Regan's pitch on a 6-7 grounder to short. Wills will take it, and that'll do it. But the Astros score a run here in the top of the 13th. You've got switch left. God, they can't leave Taylor out there, can they? They really can't. Taylor's awful against left-handers. All right, get your cigarettes out. Here he comes. Claude Rameau, their real-life stopper. But this season has been an adventure for Claude. Oh yeah, he has 11 of their 13 saves, but he's also 3-4 with a 6.06 ERA. It got to the point where I temporarily at least made Chris Zachary the stopper. But really no other logical move here than Rameau. Wills will start it off. Rameau into the windup. Pitch to the lefties, a 2-5. Grounder back to Rameau. Takes a couple steps to first and tosses it to Harrison for the out. 2 down, and the batter is Parker. Parker 1 for 4 today. Rameau. Into the windup. It's a 4-6. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the Dodgers down to their last out. It'll be Willie Davis. Rameau gets the sign. The windup. The pitch. 1-8 right-handed. It's a grounder to first. Harrison takes it to the bag. And how about that? The Astros win it in 13 by a score of 1-0. And Claude Rameau, he's had an interesting season, but he picks up the save here. That's his 12th. Taylor ends up the winner. Ron Taylor 2-1 now on the year. Taylor 1, 2, 3, 12 for the strikeout. Rameau 1, 2, 3, 13th with a strikeout. Regan suffers the loss. He's 4-1. It's his first loss of the year. 1 inning, 2 hits and a run. No walks, no strikeouts. Mookie for player of the game. It's got to be Nicholson, doesn't it? Player of the game, I mean. Astros, a run on 8 hits, 2 errors. Dodgers, no runs on 7 hits. Two errors. And it should be pointed out here that the beleaguered Astro bullpen, 4 relievers did not allow a hit. Thank you, everybody. I'm so glad you guys could be here to witness it. This has to be one of the best games of the replay so far. And we're going to go with Nicholson. Dave Nicholson's your player of the game with a game-winning triple. Honorable mention to Wynn and to the entire Houston bullpen, which has taken a lot of smack talk this season. Johnson to go rogue and give it to Durker. We certainly cannot understate the performances of Durker and Koufax today. I don't think we'll ever see this again. See, he had a third, so that's 4 hitless innings for the beleaguered Houston pen. The next game, which could be from the road, or it might not be till I come back. I can't make any promises. Strictly on a day-by-day basis, but I'll tell you who it's going to be anyway. St. Louis at New York. Tracy Stallard for the Cardinals, and the sacrificial lamb, Dick Rustick, gets the start for the Mets. Hard to get excited about that one. Rustick, of course, a very poor computer-only card. In real life, he only won an inning in that one. A lot of great performances in this game and a lot of great defensive plays to help get it scoreless into the 13th. Right, Ben? Yeah, I looked at that too. I'm like, that's kind of a letdown. But who knows? It might end up being a hoot. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here and eat. I'll keep you guys informed what I'm doing. Definitely, there will be some travel videos involved. And maybe a game or two. and quite possibly a 1982 season stats update, another replay I'm doing on the Windows version of the game. So thanks everybody once again for hanging out, for supporting the channel. Take care everyone and enjoy the rest of your weekend. So long for now.